Good morning, degenerates, and welcome to another episode of Boring Crypto IO, place where I read you the boring crypto news every morning, Monday through Friday, just so you don't have to. My name is Not Important, and I am your host. Guys, smash the like button, turn the bell for notifications, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into it. 11th anniversary of Bitcoin's first halving, from $12 to $37,000. Guys, it's coming. Now, the big question on everybody's mind is, have the cycles broke? With the amount of movement that we've had in the market right now, pre-halving, some think the cycles are broken. Only time will tell. Next story. ARK offloads 5.2 million in Coinbase stock amid 18-month high. ARK is freeing up capital for some reason. They're liquidating, guys. They're selling a bunch of shit. Coinbase shares hit 18-month high after Binance charges. Yeah, you think? Because there ain't much else we can use out here in the United States. And last but not least, SEC still looking for potential FTX-style fraud at Binance. Right. My initial thoughts on this is they just want to shut Binance down completely, so they're going to try and FUD the shit out of Binance. They don't want the competition. So, of course, they're going to... look, I've got a strong... My point in saying this is I've got a strong feeling that they're going to create some bullshit story, which the United States has been really good at lately, unfortunately, because I live here and I consider myself very patriotic, but the governing bodies of this country seem to be complete shitheads. That's my opinion. Hate me for it. I don't really fucking care. Outside of that, guys, let's go to the market. Guys, current market cap right now, let me refresh this just to be sure. 1.4 trillion, down 0.28% from yesterday, guys. Bitcoin dominance continue to tick up, 52%. ETH dominance 17.2. Gas, 27 Goil will get you that e-transaction. Fear and greed down from yesterday. We are now in 69. At 69? In 69? Awkward. Yeah, guys. All right, let's just do the traditional. Let's blow through the top 100, see what we got any, see if we've got any outliers, and continue going on with our day. Haven't finished my coffee yet, so I'm sure this video is going to be more shit than it usually is. Sorry, coffee break. Give me a second. If you watch this channel, I know a lot of people don't, but for those of you that do, guys, I like to just have a good time. I am an idiot in real life, so you're not going to get too much like seriousness on this channel unless I'm upset about something. So today I'm in a goofy mood, so we're being goofy. There you go. All right. Do still a lot of chop, guys. Bitcoin sideways chop on the grand scheme of things. I mean, look at this. This is just sideways movement, guys. So let's go. Any outliers? Not really, man. Holy crap. Oh, there we go. FTT still pumping. Bananas. Up almost 20% on the day, 45% on the week. The graph down 5.29 on the day. TIA waking back up after its pullback, 8.29% for the day to the upside. Gala Games down 7.19 today. Rose up 6.45 for the day. Nice continuing upward trend for Rose. Again, I haven't bought any. I keep telling myself going, I gotta be honest, guys, I'm in this camp of I'm expecting a big pullback, and I really don't want to deploy any more capital until it happens. I am not sidelined. I am well exposed right now, but I am just kind of, I feel we're overheated. I think we're, I am in the camp of we're going to get one more run. One more quick little run before a significant pullback before we're off to the races officially. And with that being said, I know I'm sidelined. I'm hesitant to jump into new positions right now. just am. But I'm not 100% sidelined. Again, I am definitely in some projects for sure. Yeah. So anyways, Rose up 6.38% on the day. Again, I haven't taken any positions on Rose yet. I've been wanting to, just been hesitant. Terra Luna Classic, or Terra Classic. How many of these are there now? Down almost 16% on the day. SEI up 7% on the day. And that's it for your top 100, guys. Not too much going on. Kind of a choppy sideways market right now. Guys, Bitcoin. Just like I said, while looking at the market, not much change, not much going on. Bitcoin 4 hour, still in an uptrend. We put in a higher low. That's good. We now need a higher high to continue this uptrend. Yeah, the higher low makes me feel a bit better. Potentially, while just looking at this right now, what am I doing? Let's see. What do I want? Potentially, you could be looking at a small head and shoulders here on the 4 hour. If this continues to play out. But that might, again, just drop and bounce off this trend line or bounce off this 36,250 and continue to edge sideways. But just some food for thought before we get into things. I'm just looking at it and seeing that right now. Outside of that, get rid of these. Outside of that, guys, we're still in our upward trend. Until that trend is broken, I won't get too bearish on you. There is some bearish sentiment, but green dot on the 4 hour from yesterday, that's good. Can't be mad at that. Got our bounce. This trend line, as loosely as I have it drawn, seems to be holding. I mean, maybe this is a bear trap. I mean, that tightens up real good if I bring it up to there, and we'll just call this a bear trap, right? But respected here. Now respected here again, here, wicked, and then wicked. Okay. Outside of that, guys, again, not much has changed. We need to break this little range right here, flip 38 into support before we can continue going higher. I try and look for new things, guys. I don't want to sit here and repeat myself every day. If you're here watching, again, I'm not seeing anything new. I'm seeing an upward trend line being respected. Like I said, a potential small head and shoulders maybe. I even with that small head and shoulders though, the movements have been too crazy. Like this, even if we broke down to this 35.6, that wouldn't surprise me, and then get bought back up. Another bull trap, right? Or bear trap, excuse me. Yeah, the trend is still being respected, so I don't know. Outside of that, I mean, I'm just kind of like, this is sideways chop, man. This is boring ass shit. Nothing's changing. But in the grand scheme of things, in the next couple of days, just like here, just like here, just like here, you could see this rip all the way back up to 38K, 38.4, which is where I think we hit right here. Yeah, 38.4. But we need to turn 38 into support. If this rips right back up to, say, come up to here, puts in a new high, and we roll over and we bounce off of 38, we're going the fucking 40. That would be the most. So, okay, just understanding price action, guys. So let's say we range. I'm gonna just kind of do a stupid drawing. Let's say we range for the next couple days, and then just like we have in those other areas, we rip up, put in a new high, and then move, and then like we did before, instead of going down to 37.6, we do this right here and hold 38, for a day or two, maybe 3 days, that's it. In my opinion, we're going to the races to 40K. That would be the most bullish scenario I can see right now. So just like we did here, right? And right here, we rip, come down, create a support, move, rip, potentially drop, right? But again, drop, rip, come back down, find support. What I would say here, this would be the reverse of these rips to the downside. These rips to the up, then instantly to down. Come up, continue to hold this 37K as support, and then rip, come back down and do one of these right here, and then hopefully that's it. If 38K becomes support, I do believe that there would be a lot of people that would be very bullish in the market and look at that as an entry point, because we haven't been able to flip it to support. That would be a very bullish scenario for me, and I think at that point we're going to see the low 40s. If not, we lose this trend line, there's a potential we can just roll over and continue to tick down because we've lost this upward trend. Again, the trend is your friend until the end. But guys, that's all I've got for Bitcoin. Again, this isn't financial advice nor my financial advisor. I'm not even a good trader. Half the time I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just some random dude in a room making YouTube videos, drawing on a screen like it's Microsoft Paint. So take that however you want to. But let's get on to the news, guys. 11th anniversary of Bitcoin's first halving from $12 to $37,000. Bitcoin experienced its first ever halving 11 years ago today. And since then, its price has soared to from $12 to its current price of $37,000. Guys, oh guys, don't we wish we could go back in time? Don't we all wish we could go back in time? Right. Bitcoin, the largest cryptocurrency by market value, experienced its first ever halving 11 years ago today. As the community celebrates the anniversary of the first Bitcoin halving, it's timely to revisit some. I think that is, maybe that's meant to say it's time to revisit some of Bitcoin's historical milestones ahead of the next halving, expected in April of 2024. Proofread your shit, guys, over here at Cointelegraph. Stop using AI. Or stop using people who can't type. One or the other, I don't know. The first Bitcoin transaction occurred nearly 15 years ago on January 3rd of 2009, a few months after the pseudonymous creator of Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto, published the Bitcoin white paper in October of 2008. On November 28th, 2012, or 3 years and 10 months after Bitcoin's initial block was mined, the first ever halving event took place. At the time, Bitcoin traded at just around $12 according to data from StatMuse, or 308,200% below Bitcoin's current price according to data from CoinGecko. BANANAS. Guys, that's a lot of money to be gained. Anyways, though Bitcoin halving, as well as the digital currency's $21 million supply cap, is not directly described in Nakamoto's white paper, the document still hints at certain mechanisms to control the creation of new Bitcoin. The white paper reads, to compensate for increasing hardware speed and varying interest in running nodes over time, the proof of work difficulty is determined by a moving average targeting an average number of blocks per hour. If they are generated too fast, the difficulty increases. Unlike some of the basic information in the Bitcoin white paper, the halving aspect is mentioned in the Bitcoin source code. The halving is specifically available on the Bitcoin Core GitHub repository on the validation.cpp file, which indicates that the miner's block subsidy is cut in half every 210,000 blocks, which will occur every 4 years, roughly. The Bitcoin halving mechanism had been programmed into the Bitcoin mining algorithm to counteract inflation by maintaining scarcity. Before the first halving occurred, miners were compensated with as much as 50 Bitcoin per block. Holy shit. After the first halving event in 2012, the subsidy was slashed to 25 Bitcoin. followed by the second halving in 2016, which reduced subsidy to 12.5 Bitcoin. The most recent Bitcoin halving occurred in 2020, cutting the block subsidy from 12.5 to 6.25 Bitcoin. As Bitcoin halving significantly increased the cryptocurrency scarcity, the Bitcoin price cycle has been historically impacted by halvings. Just a year after its first ever halving, Bitcoin had risen to nearly $1,000. While the second halving triggered a 350% surge during the year after the event, with Bitcoin subsequently rallying to all-time highs of nearly $20,000 in December of 2017, and that's when I came in. In the aftermath of the third Bitcoin halving, Bitcoin surged as high as $69,000 in November of 2021. The anniversary of the first Bitcoin halving comes as the cryptocurrency community awaits the fourth Bitcoin halving, which is now expected to occur on April 17th of 2024. Many Bitcoin advocates are especially bullish on the Bitcoin price in 2024 amid growing expectations that United States security regulators could finally approve a spot Bitcoin exchange-traded fund. The 2024 halving won't be the last one, though. Bitcoin miner reward is expected to be halved 34 times until it reaches 0 Bitcoin after all 21 million Bitcoin are mined. Based on the current schedule, the maximum supply of 21 million Bitcoin will be reached around 2140. I'll be dead. I don't care. Or not. I don't know. Maybe we come up with something weird technology that keeps people alive forever. Who knows? We'll see. I don't know, man. Just something to add to the show today, guys. A lot of people don't understand the halving, and I saw this article, so I figured why not read it and educate some people on what it is, why it creates a supply shock, or why we believe that these cycles of the halving create the actual bull cycle. Moving on. ARK offloads 5.2 million in Coinbase stock amid 18-month high. ARK is freeing up capital. Why? Kathy Woods, ARK Invest has sold another 43,956 Coinbase shares as the stock hits an 18-month high of $119.7 per share. ARK Invest, one of the companies that filed an application for the spot Bitcoin exchange-traded fund, is again taking profits on Coinbase shares as the stock price surges. On November 27th, ARK sold 43,956 Coinbase shares from its ARK FinTech Innovation ETF, according to a trade notification seen by Cointelegraph. Coinbase stock reached $119.7 per share at the time of the sale, giving the transaction a value of $5.3 million, data from TradingView shows. Coinbase Crypto Exchange has seen its shares jump to an 18-month high after rival exchange Binance and its former CEO CZ pleaded guilty to money laundering and sanction violations in the United States on November 21st of 2023. According to data from TradingView, Coinbase stock is up 168% over the past year, surging more than 220% since January of 2023. The stock is still down about 70% from its all-time high of 319 posted September 2021. That was at launch, though. That's kind of, yeah. Or a few months after its trading launch in April of 2021. ARK has been repeatedly selling Coinbase stock throughout 2023. Kathy Woods' investment firm previously offloaded 63,675 Coinbase shares in October from its ARK Next Generation Internet ETF, totaling $5.1 million. ARK was also actively selling Coinbase shares in July of 2023 when the stock was trading around $90. According to ARK's trading data, the firm offloaded more than $103 million in Coinbase shares in July. ARK has also been actively selling off Grayscale Bitcoin Trust stock. On November 24th, the ARKW dumped 94,624 GBTC shares for roughly $3 million after selling nearly 700,000 GBTC shares in 1 month. According to Bloomberg's ETF analyst Eric Balkunas, ARK's sale of GTBC are not indication that the firm is not bullish on Bitcoin or making room for its upcoming spot Bitcoin ETF. The ARK invests in 21 shares. Neither is true. I don't know. Balkunas wrote on X on November 27th, referring to his previous observations that ARK was likely selling winners and vice versa to maintain desired weightings. Maybe. Some people also think that ARK was liquidating to potentially go into Solana. That is the other rumor on the street. I don't know, man. Since GBTC is up 76% since August, ARK has to sell many shares to keep a 9%-ish weighting. And even with that selling, its weighting has gone up, the ETF analyst noted. While selling Coinbase and GBTC, ARK has concurrently been bagging some crypto-related stocks. On November 27th, ARK acquired 252,421 shares of the crypto-friendly banking app SoFi. Year-to-date, ARK bought a total of 1.6 million SoFi shares, worth $11 million at today's prices, according to TradingView. ARK has also been accumulating shares of the crypto-friendly investment app Robinhood, buying $1.1 million worth of the stock on November 8th. Just tossing them bags around. Let me know what you guys think. Comments down below. Are they liquidating to buy into other things coming down the pipeline, or are they liquidating to stay level, according to this article? You be the judge. Moving on, Coinbase shares hit 18-month high after Binance charges. The price high comes after rival exchange Binance pleaded guilty, and traders seemingly priced in Coinbase's custodian agreements for a slate of spot crypto ETFs. Shares of crypto exchange Coinbase have hit an 18-month high after rival exchange Binance and its former CEO, CZ, pleaded guilty to money laundering and sanction violations in the United States. On November 27th, Coinbase closed at 119.77, its highest since May 5th of 2022, when it closed at 114.25, according to TradingView data. It has seen little movement in after-hours trading. The number puts Coinbase shares around 256.5%, up around 256.5% year-to-date, although it is still down 65% from its all-time high of nearly $343. We just read that in the article before. Coinbase's shares surge comes just shy of a week since Binance and its founder CZ pleaded guilty to money laundering, violating U.S. sanctions, and running an unlicensed money transmitting business. CZ and Binance settled with the U.S. for $4.3 billion. We all know this. CZ stepped down. Justice Department, Treasury Department, compliance bars up to 5 years. Blah blah blah. Over the past year, Coinbase has also secured a significant windfall with to be approved U.S. spot Bitcoin and ETH ETF funds. Analyst from Bloomberg, ETF analyst James S. shows Coinbase is custodian to 13 of the 19 spot crypto ETFs currently pending in the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Coinbase, however, faces a lawsuit from the SEC, which is this is so bananas. From the SEC, which claims the exchange didn't register with the regulator and listed several tokens to violate the U.S. security laws. Coinbase has attempted to dismiss the lawsuit and called it into question the SEC's authority to police crypto. I agree. I still find this very odd that the SEC isn't going after the tokens that they're claiming to be securities. They're going after the exchange for offering those tokens, for potentially selling securities, for potentially selling unregistered securities, but the tokens haven't been deemed securities. But then in the XRP case, the judge said that any secondary sales of the asset aren't securities. So, what? The fact that the SEC is absolutely out of its goddamn mind is what I'm getting at. Guys, let me know what you think. God, I can't talk right now. Or I can't ever talk. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Comments down below. Last but not least, guys, SEC is still looking. Of course they are. Oh, we're gonna find more stuff, even though we kicked CZ out. We gotta get some kind of W out of this because everyone else was winning and we suck. SEC is still looking for potential FTX-style fraud at Binance. Binance US. No, is anyone using Binance US? Anyone? Bueller. No one's using Binance US. Who the F cares? Binance U.S. Attorney Matthew LaRoche has asked a federal judge to consider ending the SEC's investigation for potential fraud. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission is still looking for evidence that Binance U.S. had a backdoor to potentially control customer assets in a similar style to FTX, according to a November 27th report by the Wall Street Journal. In June, the SEC filed a lawsuit against Binance and Binance US, alleging that the exchange was involved in the sale of unregistered securities. Yeah, which ones? Because none of them have been labeled, or actually deemed, as securities. So go eat a D. Accusing Binance and its founder, CZ, of participating in a complex conspiracy that involved fraud, conflicts of interest, and a lack of disclosure and willful disregard for the law. What's the law, SEC? Please let us know, because you haven't told us yet. One of the allegations was that the exchange diverted customer assets at their discretion, including sending money to the Switzerland-based Sigma chain under Zhao's control. During a November 27th hearing in a federal court, attorneys for Binance US reportedly argued the securities regulator has no evidence that assets have been misused, asking U.S. Magistrate Judge Zia Faruqui, Zia F, to consider ceasing the securities regulator's investigation for potential fraud. Binance U.S. attorney Matthew LaRocque, I have no idea, also cited the ballooning costs of the lawsuit, noting that Binance US assets have plunged almost 90% and that its user base has halved since the SEC filed the lawsuit. The request came as Binance and CZ agreed to plead guilty to breaking U.S. anti-money laundering laws as part of a $4.3 billion settlement with the U.S. Justice Department, Treasury Department, and CFTC. However, the U.S. Justice Department's case didn't include any of the SEC's fraud-related claims stemming from its lawsuit with the cryptocurrency exchange in June. Judge F, who is presiding over the Binance and SEC case, reportedly said the guilty plea makes it less likely that Binance US and CZ misappropriated customer assets at some point. I have to make a leap of faith and say enough is enough. I agree. Judge F reportedly told the SEC lawyers. Judge F has asked Binance US and the SEC to resolve the dispute and update him by December 15th. Meanwhile, CZ is currently awaiting a court review to find out whether he can leave the U.S. now and return 2 weeks before his sentencing date, scheduled for sometime in February. The judge ordered that CZ would not be permitted to travel to the United Arab Emirates, where he is primarily based, until a court ruled on a motion for review from the U.S. government. CZ could face up to 18 months of prison under federal sentencing guidelines. Stupid. Again, guys, let me know what you think about this nonsense. Comments down below. I'm always open to conversation. But outside of that, let's go to Bitcoin one last time. Still holding above 37,000, which we dipped below several times yesterday. It was like hot potato or hokey pokey. You put 1 foot in, you take 1 foot out. You put 1 foot in, you take it out and shake it all about. Is what we're hoping is going to happen. Again, guys, we're still holding above 37K, so that's looking good. But guys, that is all I've got for you this morning. Per usual, if you do enjoy the content I provide for you here every morning on Boring Crypto IO, please by all means subscribe to the channel, turn on your bell for notifications so you know when I do post videos. Watch the videos, share the videos on all your social platforms. Above all, if there's anything you can do to help spread the adoption of crypto and help grow the channel, guys, please like the videos. Press that button, smash the like button. And outside of that, guys, I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. I am out of here.